then it brings us to the kitchen in our espresso studio. Literally, Caitlin, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Very good.
Every time I see you, I have this colonial accent because you have the pinks and the flowers in their hair and you bring beautiful creams to our kitchen. What are we making today?
We're going to make my famous white chocolate cheesecake. It's a vanilla flavored one, and we're serving it with our ingredient of the day, poached guavas.
Listen, the poached guavas looks amazing, but so does that cheesecake. How do I make it?
Well, we're going to start with the guavas first.
Right.
So, you know, nature's got this wonderful way of giving us what we need. And in winter, these guavas are packed with vitamin C. They've actually got 5 times more than an orange.
Okay. So I should just have guavas in winter, huh?
Yeah,
really
exactly.
easy to do.
So we've got some water simmering over here, and I've got some caster sugar that's going to go in.
Okay,
so we're
lovely.
making a beautiful syrup. And then I'm going to put our guavas straight in like this.
And these are fresh guavas?
Yes, these are fresh. So I've peeled them and just halved them because I like to keep them, keep the texture. And then I'm going to put in a vanilla pod. And that's just going to infuse some flavor. You could put some cinnamon in if you wanted. Some star anise also works fabulously. And you're just going to let these bubble away happily for about 10 minutes until they're nice and soft. So while that's going, we're going to make our cheesecake.
So this is almost like a little preservative. I mean, you could also just have it because it's sweeter, I guess, and it makes it nice and yummy. I mean, look at those ones.
And if you wanted to eat them all year round, so you would just bottle them, put them in a sterilized bottle, and you could have guavas whenever you want.
Wow. Okay, so this is the second part of our beautiful cheesecake. We're cooking with guavas in our espresso kitchen this morning, and Caitlin's making her favorite cheesecake, as she mentioned. What's in your bowl at the moment?
So this is softened cream cheese, and I'm going to add some creme fraiche in here.
Wow.
The reason why I chose to serve it with a cheesecake is because cream, vanilla, and guavas are just amazing together for me. They're just meant to be together.
Listen, anything with that beautiful cheesecake at this stage would be heaven. Okay, what
and
are we
then I'm
putting
going to add
next?
some lemon zest because it's beautiful and fragrant. You can add as much as you want. If you wanted to skip the lemon zest, put orange zest in. You could put some vanilla again. And you know, anything you want that will flavor it. It's a pretty good base for a variety of flavors. Got some white chocolate.
Of course, because we're going to sweeten it. Listen, I've learned how to melt that chocolate. And,
oh, have you?
Yes, yes.
And what's the trick?
Well, the trick is to put it over water, like we do here with a bigger bowl. Am I right?
Well done.
Okay, I'm progressing. Well, as you're stirring along there and making our beautiful cheesecake, she's adding more of our caster snow. You can also make and recreate this beautiful recipe at home, and all you need to do is to SMS the keyword Sasko. So Sasko to 33728 to get a link to the recipe and also a list of the ingredients. And while you're at it, we'll also put you in the draw for our beautiful competition. A Sasko baking hamper could be yours. And there's another competition. Caitlin, tell me more.
So we're going to give away a Random House Drake cookbook hamper. So filled with beautiful books that you can bake from.
Okay, well, we can either bake from those books or we can just watch Caitlin. You've put some eggs in there as well.
Yes, so the thing about a baked cheesecake is it's essentially a set custard, really.
Right.
So you've got your eggs in there, and you know that's going to set with the cream cheese, and it's going to give you that beautiful velvety texture.
I love how you did it last. I mean, normally I would assume that you beat up the eggs separately and that you have to be very careful and you have to fold them in. You just mash them all in there and put it all together.
Yeah, the great thing about this cheesecake is you can literally just chuck everything in a bowl. If you have a food processor, just bang it in there and
no, I like to stir fry, like you are doing right now.
And we've got our Sasko cake flour that's going to go in there. That's going to stabilize it. So it's just going to prevent your cheesecake from over baking.
And I see how low fat it is. Look, it looks amazing at this stage, and even our finished product. Again, our keyword for today is Sasko to 33728 to get a link to the recipe and also a list of our ingredients so that you can make this at home. Now, I'm looking at our guavas. They're simmering beautifully. I can even smell that vanilla pod as it's going through here. They don't need to be stirred, do they?
No, you can just leave them and they bubble away happily there. So this is our cheesecake, and I've got some crushed biscuits at the bottom here in a springform tin because you want to be able to take it out easily. But I've covered it in foil because the trick of this cheesecake is to bake it in a bain-marie. So you fill a roasting pan with some hot water and you bake it in there, and that's going to give you your velvety texture. Make sure you don't overbake it because water will never heat more than 100 degrees.
Right, right.
So it's a gentle heat.
So look at that.
And then this goes in here.
Caitlin, it looks
beautiful that is.
It does. It looks like cream.
You just want to eat it like this.
Don't tempt me.
And then that gets baked at 100 degrees for about an hour and a half, just until you shake it and it's wobbly like jelly. Then you know it's ready.
Okay.
And then that's what the cheesecake looks like.
And I love that you said wobbly like jelly because you don't want to overcook it. There we go. Can you pick it up? So there's our beautiful cheesecake, and of course
and here's
our guavas, and we're going to put them on top. And these are still cooking, but this is what they're going to look like when they are finished. Our keyword for this morning is Sasko. Sasko to 33728 to recreate this beautiful, beautiful recipe. A cheesecake. Oh, there goes our syrup. You kept it.
I did, because the syrup is the best part.
That is beautiful.
And there we go.
And it looks delicious too. And I like your little stand. This is your personal touch, eh?
It is, you know, all things pink and pretty.
She's the pinko. Well, listen, I'm definitely going to have this whole cheesecake. And then afterwards, I would need a holiday, right? Katlejo and Ewan, where's my holiday?
Another delicious recipe brought to you by Sasko flour. Always soft and fluffy.